Matt the Matt here once again. So we got some breaking news this week. Brendan Fraser. Yes. Excuse me. Brendan Fraser has been cast as the main villain, Firefly, in the Batgirl movie. And let me tell you something. Finally! Brendan Fraser, people are calling it the Fraiserassance. You know, we had the Matthew McConaughey in the early to mid 2010s. Now we're getting the Fraiserassance. He's just got done working with Darren Aronofsky. He's working right now with Martin Scorsese on a film with Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro. He's on that show Doom Patrol. I think he might be working with Steven Soderbergh also coming up. Finally, Brendan motherfucking Fraser is returning. People, this guy was a hero. This guy was a national treasure in the late 90s to early 2000s. I mean, I remember Brendan Fraser from George of the Jungle. I mean, I used to watch that movie all the time. I mean, that was a fun movie. Leslie Mann was in that movie. That was the first movie I saw her in, besides Big Daddy. Then he was in movie. Then he became the new action hero with The Mummy. I think The Mummy film with Brendan Fraser is truly the best action adventure movie, even above the Indiana Jones movies. I know people just said, what did he say? Yes, The Mummy film with Brendan Fraser is better than the Indiana Jones movies. Sorry. That was one of those movies I didn't see in the theater. I immediately bought it when it came out on VHS, and I loved it ever since. It's a great, fun, action-adventure horror film. Brendan Fraser is great in that movie, both as an action star, as a comedian, and as a romantic lead. And then of course he had The Mummy Returns. And then he was also in Monkey Bone, and he was in, what was that other one? What was the other one? Monkey Bone, Blast from the Past, Bedazzled with Elizabeth Hurley. Oh, I remember that one a lot. Yeah, I mean, in the late 90s, early 2000s, Brendan Fraser was everywhere. And then all of a sudden he just disappeared. Literally, the last movie I saw with Brendan Fraser was in 2009 with a movie with the Indiana Jones himself, Harrison Ford. Now talk about coincidence. You become the new Indiana Jones with the Mummy films, and then your last movie that I've seen you in, and most people I've seen you in, was a movie back in 2009 called Extraordinary Measures. I mean, he was in Crash, the movie that won Best Picture in 2005. I mean, the guy was everywhere, and then he disappeared. But this is great news. He's going to be in the Batgirl movie, playing the main villain, Firefly, along with J.K. Simmons returning as Gordon. You know, there's even a possibility that Michael Keaton might show up in the movie as Batman. I mean, so this is great for him. Between working with Aronofsky, Soderbergh, Scorsese, and now a Batgirl movie on his resume, I really think the Fraiserassance is coming. Anyway, Matt the Matt here. Stay tuned for more news.